And hello, everybody. Welcome back to your midweek Macca break. I am your host, Tom Hunyadi from Two Legs. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a fantastic Valentine weekend while I was slaving away over a hot stove cooking for hundreds and hundreds of people, busting my ass for all y'all. I hope it was all worth it. Hope you guys had a great Valentine's. I hope you all are keeping warm. I don't know how it is weather-wise around the country, but anyways, we're back, and I have a guest here. I have a friend who's been on with me before. He is Uncle Paul from Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Uncle Paul, how you doing, my friend?
Hello, Tom. So much. Thank you. All right, the Playhouse is open. I always have to
Oh,
do
there
that.
you go.
All right, but thank you, Tom. Thank you again. I'm honored to join you and your viewers. It's always a thrill. So I appreciate the time so much.
No problem, my friend. No problem. We got Ali is here. So hello, Ali,
Hello.
and Ali is saying hello to Gabriella. Well, she'll be up later on
My
in the
friend
show.
Gaby.
Yes, yes, awesome, Gabriella. And Ali says, still no Macca album news. Well, we did get a little bit of insight from his manager Scott, which he did say that the reason why it's taking so long is because he was spending extra time and care on the artwork for the album. So how much longer we have to wait, I don't know, but it's done. It's done and it's coming, right? Beatletti, hello, Beatletti and Tom. I lost my brother on February 8th. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Very condolences.
Yes, yes, condolences, and hopefully he wasn't suffering or anything like that. And my condolences to you, my friend. What's up, MFK? How you
Oh,
doing?
yes. I think I know him.
Hello. Yeah, is that right?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, 40 something years. No. Yes, my good friend.
Anyways, yeah, very good, very good. So, Paul, how you
Yes.
doing? How you been? What's going on?
I'm very well, Tom. Thank you so much. The Playhouse is growing. Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse,
Yep.
which I opened on in October of 2024, and I'm having a blast with it. And everyone has been so kind, and I think the content speaks for itself. But we're trying to grow it always. So please.
Yeah.
If you enjoy this and what I'm doing right here with my good friend Tom, please consider subscribing to Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse right here on YouTube.
Yes, 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 absolutely. He does some great shows. Does some really good shows. Hey, beep beep. Hey, it's James Byers, part of the James Gang. And okay. How you doing? How you doing,
There he is
Mike?
again. uh,
Hey, once again, congratulations so much on
he
the
won an
award,
Emmy.
the Emmy, the Emmy
Yeah.
Award.
So
Man,
proud of that man.
yeah,
So proud.
I can finally say that I know somebody that won an Emmy. I've had that on my bucket list for years. No, just Mike,
Well
I'm so
deserved.
happy for you, my friend. Well
Yeah.
deserved, well
Very
deserved.
well deserved.
Yes. Bila says, "Have you heard? Yes, the exhibit. Yes, we were going to talk about that in a few
Mhm.
minutes. So we're gonna get our thoughts on there, Paul's thoughts, and everybody's thoughts. Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna
Exactly.
talk to Paul here for a few minutes, and we're gonna take obviously comments and questions, um, and then um, and then see how everything goes. Paul,
Sounds good. Here I
so
am.
I guess you're a okay. Well, hold on. Let me answer this. What was the Emmy for? It was for video. It was for recording or videoing or I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah. But it was
Yeah,
actually, if
yeah.
I may, step
Yes.
in, because
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
think he's a good friend of mine. Now, it
Yeah.
was for the production camera work on the
Camera work.
Saturday Night Live 50th primetime
Yes.
special that they did
There you
uh,
go.
that had Mr. McCartney concluding with Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, and the end. And it opened up with Sabrina Carpenter singing with Paul Simon as a nice throwback to George Harrison's appearance, which had been 50 years to the date, I think, or 45, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, so that's what he won an Emmy for. But Paul, I think it's safe to say that you are a Beatles fan, a collector, just a lover of what 60s, 70s pop artifacts and a lot of fun stuff that we all see behind you. We see some Paul stuff back there. The Paul the blow up. That's
the cartoon blow up right over there.
Cartoon blow up. Yeah, right there. Yep, very good. So talk about first getting into the Beatles.
Yeah, well, it's the Playhouse contains my love for the Beatles, obviously, and just pop culture, television memorabilia in general. And I'm going to keep this brief, but 2 separate stories of how I got into each. Now, with the Beatles, my beloved Aunt Audrey, and she's watching down in Georgia right now, so hello, got married in 1965, I believe. I could be off a year, but she'll forgive me. And I inherited her record case at that point. Now, I was born in 1963, so we can do the math. I'm 2 or 3 years old. I cannot read or anything. So, and I still have the record case to this day. So she was an avid Beatles fan. She remembers, of course, watching them on Sullivan and things. And in that record case, 45s, was all the Beatle records up until obviously 65, 66. I think the newest one at that point was I Feel Fine, She's a Woman was in there. But, She Loves You, all the releases from there on. Now, of course, I can't read. So I'm just going by, that's why even She Loves You and the Tolly stuff confused me for a while. But see, I realized, hey, I liked that too, but I didn't know exactly what I was listening to. So I gravitated towards all the orange and yellow swirl labels that were in that case. But also in that case was the Everly Brothers, Bobby Darin. Great music for a 2-year-old to be being brought up on. And
you can't read at the time, but you sure the hell can play the lives, all right?
Right. And that's right. And I love all these artists to this day because I think again when you start listening to something at that young. So then by the time I'm 6 or 7, and I remember Hey Jude being on the radio and Get Back and things like that. And even Power to the People, all the 1970 first solo work, certainly Another Day. And so we have AM radio on 24 hours a day, myself and my older sister and my very cool mother. And but I didn't put it together still at the age of 7 or 8 that the people that were singing Get Back or even Hey Jude, where my mother used to get annoyed at the na 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 coda, she'd say, oh, that's time to turn that song off. I said, I have extreme vivid memories of this. So it might have taken me about a year and a half, like, oh, wait a minute. The guy that's singing Power to the People, or Instant Karma, is the same guy on that yellow and orange swirl, I Want to Hold Your Hand. So I think at that point, it was meant to be that I automatically loved that music without knowing that it was that music that I was introduced to as a child. Now for television, real fast, we used to go at the same time, about like 1968, 69, when 5 or 6, when the memories start really being ingrained into your head. On the weekends, we would go to a local amusement park and just to sit and watch the carousel go around. We were very poor, but we all were in those days, right? It's all relative of how much people made back then compared to what you make today. And so we're sitting there watching the carousel go by and on the little seating area. And I see sealed in plexiglass, like they use this as decor. They were Bewitched television, comic books, Hogan's Heroes. Now, I loved television also.
What were you watching at that point in time?
Oh, I lived in the New York area. I was watching WNEW Channel 5 and WPIX 11 Alive as much as I could keep the television on. So it's like Channel 5's heavy schedule, the Flintstones, all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, everything pretty much that's represented in the Playhouse. Bewitched, I Love Lucy. And to this day, I love those shows. So that's what it's like, oh my gosh, there's comic books based on these shows that I'm watching all the time. And that got me so excited. And I know that was the introduction to then this collecting bug that led to the Playhouse. All right, I think I did that pretty fast and concise. I was on someone else's stream, and it probably took me 4 minutes each to tell that story. I think I'm getting better at it.
Well,
if I may say so
you're getting better at it. You definitely are getting better at it, buddy. Now, talk about some of the things behind you, some of the cherished possessions that you've picked up over the years.
Oh, there's so much. And let me say that this is what we call the main wall here in the Playhouse, where I do most of the episodes, I call it. And no episode is more than 15, 20 minutes. Again, it is Beatles centric, but I do veer off and doing episodes on something just like Bazooka Joe or the Monkees, other pop culture items. So this is the main set, but I utilize every part of my, we'll say, living quarters or the Playhouse on the episodes. We do have 30 up right now. So I ask everyone again to check me out. I'd be honored and thrilled, and subscribe. So this main wall doesn't contain too much Beatles, but other sets do. But the main wall, as I said, we do all our Beatles stuff here. Like episode 1 was based on just the United Artists design of A Hard Day's Night. And that was actually one of the Beatle albums that my Aunt Audrey also gifted me when she got married. But I just loved that design of that cover. That always struck me. Again, before I could read, like, oh, this is cool. So the first episode of the Playhouse is just all about memorabilia that's come out over the years, ornaments and just things. There's a lot more than I thought. So back here is just an assortment of stuff that I love. We got the Mr. Ed talking puppet over here, and I can't see him too well, but I never moved the camera. Here's a Woody Woodpecker puppet and another character, Linus the Lion-Hearted. And there's tons of Soakies in the Playhouse. This shelf is 3 high. It goes to the ceiling. And so we have some Planet of the Apes stuff over here. Yeah, there's a big Bob and Dino, and then you'll barely see Charlie's Angels are hanging out right about there. I believe that's Chris Monroe in the white. So the Mego figures.
You gotta love the Angels.
We certainly do. So again, I thought that it was always in the back of my mind, Tom. Again, I spent my life in television, I must say. Okay, 40 years in the television industry, behind the camera. I was never in front of the camera. So when I retired officially last year, I thought, all right, well, now what do you do with yourself? And for the last 20 years or so, I did try, and I was thinking, how can I utilize all my toys in some type of presentation? And at one point I was going to do what was very popular, a public access television show. And again, just working 40 plus hours a week, it just never came to fruition. But now then in retirement, and with this whole world that I never thought would exist, that you could create television shows off your phone or where you live, it all just came together. I said, all right, well, now it's time to show the museum to everyone. So that's basically how the Beatles Pop Playhouse came to be. I went through a lot of names, but again, in October 17th, 2024, the official opening date of the Playhouse. You can see it in my YouTube description about the channel. And just a great time.
No, I mean, a lot of those pieces, you got back in the 70s, 60s and 70s.
Yes. See, all right. Now, and I hate to always harp about the monetary being poor area, but that is, I guess, an important addendum to the story. That when I saw that comic book that I was explaining when we were at the amusement park, all right, well, again, everything's relative. Like you could go, I was just always into going to garage sales, estate sales. As soon as I could start driving, I did start working very early. I was 17 years old. I was still in high school when I started my career. So as a child, it would just like save every holiday money that you got from grandma or other relatives and things. And all that went to the memorabilia. All right, fast story about the blow-ups. And if you're a memorabilia collector, everyone knows about the 4 cartoon blow-ups that were available through Lux Soap. It was a mail-away offer, and Quick Drink. Remember the good Quick powder that you'd mix in with your milk. Oh, the Strawberry Quick. I loved it. And so you'd mail away for those. Now, by the time, it was actually at the same amusement park. So this is about 19 71, 72. And these were available as a carnival prize,
Oh,
when you
wow.
spin the wheel. And I remember now, again, we're poor, a quarter or a dime to put down on a wheel that you're most likely not going to win was a lot of money. But we were determined because I said also there were no collector books for people that
Right.
the younger people that don't know it. Like I said, there was no internet. You had to just, oh my gosh, they made this. It was the same, revelation of like, oh, when I saw the comic books for the first time, yeah, my heart would pound anytime like I'd see a Beatles item that just would come across. So we covered the wheel. I remember there were only like 12 numbers on the wheel. A dime each. So did anybody do the math? Because we begged, oh, please just sell us those. Please sell us those. No. So we did it that way. So yes, again, it's all relative. So we spent maybe about $6 or $7 to get those blow-ups originally in 1972, 73. And I did acquire this another set that I have, but these are the ones that mean the most to me. I had a relative give me another set there. His name was Richard, who also got me into memorabilia. He was a collector. He'd have Howdy Doody Christmas lights up at holiday time. Now, this is in the 70s. And again, I remember as a kid, I knew. It was like, wait a minute, Ma, those things are really rare. I don't know why I knew that, but I did. Like I knew it was something special to have Howdy Doody lights at your window from in 1972, 73.
Right.
So he found another set of these, which I own. Now, this was something that we couldn't believe. Again, talking about money being relative. He said, all right, you just give me what I paid for them. Now, that was $12. But again, in 1972, he gave us the blow-ups, but we actually did installments of $3 every month or so to pay them off.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
James, one question here. James says,
sure.
My experience was similar to yours, Paul, in becoming a Beatles fan, age 4, 1985, and had to work out the people singing My Brave Face, Got My Mind Set on You, Back, and Here Comes the Sun, or the same people that sang Get Back and Here Comes the Sun. So obviously, as someone like myself as well, going back and realizing that this is the same people that sang Another Day is the same person that sings, Get Back. It just also depends, what you discovered first. If you discovered the Beatles first and you knew who the band members were, then you knew going into their solo career, they're the same people. But if you discovered the solo stuff first, then it's kind of a fun experience going back and learning that they were also the 4 members of the Beatles.
And that was what it was. All right, so in Easter of 1971, I have a picture I'm going to show, which I think is fun, of my older late sister. She's 5 years older than me. So now albums then in our local Valley Fair, it was a discount department store like Two Guys, Caldors, things like that. For those that remember those names. So Easter of 71, that's when it really hit. We put it together. Okay, we like these solo songs. We know it's the Beatles. So my sister suggested, why don't we because we didn't have any other albums except the ones that my aunt had gifted me. And of course that ended with something new. So that was the only Beatle albums I had. So we picked out Magical Mystery Tour as an Easter gift between my sister and I, again for $5, 1971. And I remember my sister really let me pick out the cover. But of course, I'm 8 years old at the time. So an 8-year-old is going to automatically gravitate towards the Magical Mystery Tour cover. And I knew Strawberry
Fields. Colorful. I mean, it's colorful, right? Like the Easter eggs that you would, you put in the dye water, right?
Yes.
And it's
right.
Yeah,
so, and I did know Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. And again, I remember my mother saying that, why do you want to pick that one? Because we already have that single. And again, all right, so that's a real fast story, if I may. So my mother loved Penny Lane, another thing to put it together. So she bought that single in 1967. And of course, I gravitated right away to Strawberry Fields Forever. But we know it's a double A-sided single. But talking about lyrics, and again, I'm not talking to you, Tom. We're talking to the audience. Of course, I'm talking to you. But there's no way to Google what anyone is saying, and there's no lyrics. Because again, we hadn't had the album at that point. But in 1967, my mother would constantly play the line, the nurse selling poppies on a tray over and over again because she couldn't figure out what Paul was saying. She thought it was someone is selling puppies on a something. So,
Puppies on a
yes,
tray.
that's exactly. She kept saying puppies, puppies. It must be because someone's selling puppies. Well, okay. But so again, we gravitate to Matrimony Store. I was talking about my little sister, and I've talked about also living through the period because we're going to. I said I was very fortunate enough to see all 4 Beatles separately in concert, but to talk about the time now again, this is the gentleman in the middle here. Hopefully, this picture looks okay. All right, is the late Uncle Floyd Vivino, and he's a New Jersey legend, but a lot of people know Uncle Floyd, and sadly, we lost him at age 73 about 2 weeks ago. So this is my tribute to Uncle Floyd, who was a very, very nice man. And definitely I considered him a dear friend all my life. But this is the first time I got to meet Uncle Floyd. And yes, oh, my brave here. That's Uncle Paul wearing the yellow Linda Ronstadt t-shirt that I love my lovely Linda. I still do. I must say, when I become a fan of something, I stick with you. So there's my late sister. And again, this is 1977, the height of Wings. And to prove it there, she's wearing the Paul McCartney t-shirt. Looking so cool there. Wearing a fan,
Nice.
Time for
Very cool.
Paul McCartney.
Yes.
So I thank my sister for that. So, all right. So we got to, may I do the happy, I'm going to forget. I have too much agenda all the time. All right. So we just brought out the Paul McCartney birthday CD single. Yep. Because we want to remember, we both want to do this, Tom. Is it okay to say happy 93
Birthdays.
to Yoko Ono?
Yoko Ono, yes.
Some stuff out. Yes. My big tribute to Yoko Ono. Here's our nice The Fly album. We love that.
Right. Yes.
There we go. This is a nice one. Then we got the one more. We got the Everyman. This is a good one. I didn't realize that other artists are singing on this one. Besides John, but you got Harry Nilsson's on here and Elvis Costello doing Walking on Thin Ice. I'm going to play this as I dug it out of the archives this morning. So my first concert, if I may, I feel like was the Willowbrook 1-to-1 concert. As I said, by Easter of 71. So I went to again, as I keep saying, my very cool late mother. We had very good seats to see John Lennon. So this is my official first concert. And it was for very good seats at Madison Square Garden to see Stevie Wonder and Roberta Flack, Sha-La-La, with Geraldo Rivera hosting everybody. It was $7.50. But remember, there's no big screens and you have to bring your binoculars. But I remember I was just glued. I mean, again, to say I'm so happy and proud to be able to say that John Lennon was my first concert. So speaking of my so she picked up, and this is part of my birthday tribute to Yoko Ono. This 1-to-1, this was the only merch that was available. She got it at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
And we wore this.
And you still have it.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
My niece, it's on loan right now to the Playhouse. But again, yes, when my sister passed, obviously this was in her prized possessions. So I love this because that's quite a rarity, I must admit.
Amazing. Real quick here, Beatles says, I'm a first generation Beatle fan. The White Album was released on my 13th birthday. Okay. Mr. Sticker Mania, how you doing, my friend? The White Album I received on my 14th birthday. Yeah.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very nice. My good friend Frank, Mr. Sticker Mania.
Yes, that's right. Uncle Paul, you saw John and George live. Yes, you did.
So again, and oddly, as I said, sadly, also the 2 Beatles that, not because they also passed so early. Well, John especially, yes, that would be true. Meaning that I got to see both the Beatles that are no longer with us first. The second concert of my life was the 1974 Dark Horse tour. We were up at literally the last row of Madison Square Garden. And I have to say this joke because versus the John Lennon with no big screen. So I remember hearing it, but George was a dot. And also as a child, that was my first time of smelling something that I didn't know what was in the odor, if you know what I mean. And wink, wink. I really didn't. I would just say, Mom, what is that smell all during the concert? Very true. Memories that certainly don't leave my mind at all. So yes, so Paul I didn't get to see till when he went out in '89. I must admit, as cool as my mother was, the popularity of Paul McCartney and Wings in 1976, because by the way, we took the bus each time we went to see the concerts. My mom had a driver's license, but she was deathly afraid of driving. So we took
Who would want to drive in that city?
Well, even though, but my poor mother had 2 accidents. My poor mother, though, no wonder why she never drove again. I was born on a country farm, and my mother, with no other cars around, had 2 minor accidents with Dad's car. So then she never drove again. So no, she wouldn't have wanted to drive there. So I didn't see Paul till an adult in '89. I guess Friends of the Earth tour, I guess we call it. Yeah, before I forget. Yeah, so I brought a different merch. Just speaking of Paul, yeah, we brought I love lunchboxes. There's many episodes on lunchboxes in the Playhouse, including the new one coming out on Monday, number 31. But yeah, so Tom, you have this? Did you pick this
No,
up?
I do not. I do not. I do not have that. I didn't even know that was.
I love it.
Well,
yeah. As usual, I bought 2 because I always buy one, and I don't know to keep the other one at the time. Yeah, I love that lunchbox. I really do. So we were talking about Paul being live.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the poster.
So here's the nice item. Yeah. So I played a little fan on the run, if they must say. All right, during this tour, New World Tour, '93. Again, I saw him in '89. Friends of the Earth, then would have been right. Tom was '89 tour. Okay, that was the first time I got to see Paul. And of course, we know Ringo. Yes, but I mean, we've seen him at least 20, 30 times, and it will never get old. But I'm very proud of this because this is when I went to see a few of them at my good buddy MFK there. Well, I saw this tour in New Jersey, Philadelphia, Las Vegas, Dodger Stadium, and it was the same weekend where he had the Hollywood Bowl benefit show. So I went to that too. So those are the 5 shows that I saw within about 2-month period. So when I was at the Las Vegas show at the Sam Boyd Silver Bowl, April 14th, 1993, this was hanging in a local record shop. It's nice, heavy stock cardboard, by the way. It's not paper. And, you're just touring around Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. And I begged him, well, I'm going to the show tonight. If I come back tomorrow, will you please give me that? And sure enough, he did. So I love this, that it's so personalized. One of my favorite Paul items. I mean, in the Playhouse. When you're talking about things that I really love. So I did get to go. The closest I ever came to seeing Paul McCartney was at the Give My Regards to Broad Street, New York City premiere, where I went and just held up my film camera over my head when Paul and Linda got out of the limo, and I snapped. Again, this is just over my head. And so I think this was the best shot that I got. And I was very surprised. I was probably maybe 10, 15 feet from him. And see, this is like a bad shot, but you can see the second one, at least I blew it up, but nothing compares to that one. But
that's fantastic.
Time. Give my regards to Broad Street. I don't know. I love, I look at it, everything's in perspective, I won't even give an opinion. It's Paul McCartney. It's like the Bloody Beatles White Album. As he said. I love it. Nice. Yes, I take it for everything what it is. Now, can we show you this before we run out of time? This is silly. Of course, we brought the Sergeant Peepers Lonely Hot Tub rubber duck. See, this is the fun stuff that's in the Playhouse. So please subscribe to
Beatles Top Playhouse. Cool.
So I love this. I only got this. Tom, I picked this up the first time that we actually officially met, even though we've been going to the Fest for Beatles fans all our life. So I only picked this up a year ago at the 2026 Fest in Jersey City last March.
Yeah. 5, you mean 25?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. Time goes too fast at the Playhouse.
It does, my friend. It does. Lynn here says, I'm also an original Beatles fan, but never saw any of them in concert. But my guy friend did see them accompanying the Beatles in concert in 1966 in Detroit at the old Olympia Stadium. Very cool.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Yes. And Frank is back saying my favorite concert I ever attended was Paul McCartney and Wings at Chicago Stadium in 1976.
Amazing. Obviously, that would be correct. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm reading the other ones.
No, yes, I was going back to that.
Yes. Yep. All right. So at that point, I'm 11 in 1974, and again, remember I did notice his hoarse voice because, as I just said, we were at the top row at Madison Square Garden, so I certainly couldn't see George. But so you would concentrate just on listening, even though we knew the song Dark Horse. So it actually, now that I'm talking it out loud, it didn't shock me that much. I think it surprised me more on the record, but I used to think, well, he's singing horse purposely because of the song Dark Horse, but that would be an 11-year-old still. Of course, I gravitated towards the B-side more anyway. I've always been a great B-side guy, and we know the Beatles never fail with that. To me, every single they ever put out, either together or solo, is a double A. But to listen to I Don't Care Anymore and hear that, knowing even then, like, this is like a kind of a rough take. Like, is it as an 11-year-old, I realized that.
Yeah. No, it's a very interesting song for sure. And it's really cool. And you gotta love it when they put on a non-album B-side too, because it's just like a brand new song.
And thank goodness that all of them, since they like doing that as Fabs, that each one of them pretty much, if they could control it, continued that in their solo careers.
Right.
You're hearing Ringo's Coochie Coochie or something as a B-side, or early 1970. It's like, these are great B-sides and not available on any albums.
That's right. Tomorrow night, we got Man on the Run.
Yes.
I cannot wait for everybody to see this documentary. I've been fortunate to see it a couple times now. Really looking forward to hearing everybody's thoughts on the film. Yes. Where are you going? You're going tomorrow night. Where are you going to go see it?
I am seeing it in lovely Paramus, New Jersey. Yes, at the AMC there, where I actually saw One Hand Clapping. It's a cool AMC that they get all these. Oh, yes. and I saw Get Back, the IMAX, the rooftop. All of that.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny because I'm going to a theater called MJR here in Michigan, and it's the same place that I saw, One Hand Clapping, and then the
cool
John,
theater.
the cool one. Yeah. Yes. So I'm very, very happy. Can't wait to see it again on the big
located in a mall. It's located in a mall. So my pre-Paul McCartney dinner will of course be McDonald's. I say it
purposely. Not wing. You're not going to have wings for.
No.
You're not going to have wings.
McDonald's. Yeah, I'll have some wings at McDonald's. Yes.
There you go. Very good. Very good. And then, I mean, what are some of your favorites from Paul in the 70s?
Oh, of course. Well, all right. We'll just. I love the Wildlife album that some people never know. Tomorrow is a great song from Wildlife. I'm just going to think of tracks from the albums. It'd be easier for me, even though Sea Moon, even though that's one I joke that even when the new Wings compilation came out, I was talking to my buddy and I said, yeah, and he did put Sea Moon on it. Of course, being facetiously. But I love that song since it being the B-side of Hi 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 at the time.
Yeah.
The Ram album. All right. So that was the first album that my sister got during our solo craze. So she picked up Ram, and what a master. So Monkberry Moon, Delight, Heart of the Country. To me, there's not a bad song on Ram. Little Lamb, I think I go with the crowd in a way. And I know, but you think you're just finding these songs yourself, like Little Lamb Dragonfly from Red Rose Speedway. These songs are just breathtaking to me. Beautiful Night from Flaming Pie, as my mind just races. Those off the top of my head, but Oh Woman, Oh Why, though, again, the B-side to Another Day.
B-side, yes.
It's a Little Woman Love, B-side of Mary Little Had a Little Lamb. Just all those B-sides are incredible, and I play them all the time. I'm very fortunate enough to have a working with new needles. I can get a turntable that automatic drop arm, tone arm, and I can stack my singles, and they each drop down on the 45 cylinder, and the tone arm moves over. You put it to 7 inches.
How old is that thing?
It was my mother's from it's a Sears Solid State, and my mother got it in 1975. It must not be belt driven because I'm sitting on wood, so I'm going to knock on wood, Tom, if you don't mind. Let it in. But it works perfect, and it's a stylus flip needle. And my record store buddy is able to get me new styluses all the time for it. So, I love that record player so much. But I must admit, there's about 4 or 5 other record players in the Playhouse of various sizes, including the little Beatle 3-inch, which I hooked up a couple weeks ago. I was playing those little 3-inch.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Came with the record store day Beatle player. I hooked them up to RCA speakers, Phono Plus. That's cute. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Lynn says I was originally going to see Man on the Run tomorrow night, but my guy friend couldn't make it, so now I'll be seeing it Sunday. That's too bad because I was looking forward to seeing you, Lynn. But
Oh,
I'm happy you're still going to go see it on Sunday. So we can't wait to hear your thoughts on that, Lynn. Our friend Gabriella is here. I'm excited to see Man on the Run tomorrow night as well. I'm not seeing the movie in the same theater. I saw one hand clapping. Okay.
So you have two cool theaters then, Gaby. That's good.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. Frank says they have added. Yes, they added an extra showing on Sunday, so you just don't have to go on Thursday. Apparently, the screenings sold very well on these Thursday showings. So I'm glad to hear that they're doing. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that they're doing a second one.
Well, if my theater is showing it on Sunday, I'll see it again. I know it. I want to see it twice. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, this is funny. Hi, Laura. Hi, guys. Today is Ash Wednesday. My boyfriend said I should give up the Beatles for Lent. Good. Okay, let's talk about that cup right there, buddy. Hold that cup up.
All right. What do you got there? I'm drinking out of it, but this is my promotional tug of war mug that I did get, I believe, at what was then called Beatle Fest, the fest for Beatle fans. I used to think maybe this was like a fan made thing, and I'm not definitely sure, but since I have liquid in, I can't turn it upside down. But it says it's embossed on the bottom, made in England. And I don't know. It does say, if you can see it, I'm not sure if it might be too bright, but it says Tug of War, Paul McCartney.
Hold on.
Reversal.
Flip it around again. Here. There you go. Hold it closer to the camera there. There you go.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney, Tug of War.
Right, Tug of War. So I'm being very carefully. If I spill my liquid on my Chromebook, but I love that. It's fun. I think of it. I don't care if it's an original or fan made thing. It's fun to have, right, Tom? Just like
it's very cool.
Fan made thing. So I brought up. This is they take an original McCartney album. These are kind of common people make it, and they like melt them in the oven using the original label. But again, and I love that obviously, since it was a real album at one time, the B-side of the album is there too. Yeah. The only thing I always thought, like if someone was to use this, like to put potato chips in it, well, if they don't, there's no coating to protect the label.
Right.
You never see a potato chip. But
I have one of those too. A friend, Paul Saley, who did the Jimmy McCulloch book. He does those as well. And I sent him a McCartney, the first McCartney record. And he did that for me with that vinyl. So thank you, Paul.
Yeah. Speaking of B-sides, I picked this up recently, Tom, only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is really fun. Now, when I go on the weekends, I'm always at collector shows, record shows, toy shows, things like that. I mean, I always went to them all my life, as I said, but now I'm promoting the Playhouse at the same time. So when I see a box of records, I always have to go through, I'm sure everyone can feel my sentiment here, meaning every 45. Even if your fingers are getting tired, you say to yourself, yes, but the last 45 might be the one that you really want or need. So automatically, if you see the star was pretty, this caught my eye. This is Band on the Run, by the way. And so I knew immediately that, hey, it's a promo. That's pretty cool. But I didn't realize that this is the official Apple promo that you get. This is the long form version of Band on the Run, which is so cool to see on the sliced granny side. And then the radio edit is on the A side. So this was just found and it's in mint perfect condition. This was like $1 only a couple weeks ago at a record show. So
behind you on the right-hand side, there's a cassette. Is that a cassette?
Yeah. Well, I brought out.
Cassette? Which one? No, the first one. That one, yeah. What is that?
Yeah, no, all right.
No, the one next to it. The one next to it.
Oh, yes, because I'm sure you have
this. No. I have that, but the red one. No. What's?
This is a Coke can.
Oh, that's a Coke. Okay, all right.
Yeah, well, New World Talk, Mexico Coke can.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I just don't do the cassettes, but yeah, we got the Angry official cassette, Angry and Pretty Little Head, and Right Away is on this, and this was what the RSD offering that Paul made.
Yep.
Yeah, because I kept this sealed, even though I have a working cassette player. But this type of stuff I can't, even though I know I got two at the same time.
Mine's sealed as well.
Yeah, But it's so I always love that too because it's so cool to see his facsimile, the writing on the cassette deck.
Right. Beatles says, "Do you have Prime Video as well?" I do. So you don't necessarily have to go see the movie in theaters. You can wait until I think it's the 27th of this month when it's going to a premiere on Amazon. So do you have Amazon Prime, Paul?
I do not, but I will obtain that on a Blu-ray from other sources. Let's just put it that way.
And well, yes.
Okay. It's already on order. I'll have it in about a week. Yes.
Okay. Very good. Let me.
Yes, here we go. Too much Uncle Paul.
There we go. Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Lynn says, "Sorry, I'm going to miss you, Tom. I'm glad I'm still going to make it on Sunday." Yes. Yeah. Yep. So cool. Tony says, "Hey, Tony. Cool. It's a new guest. No, we've had Uncle Paul here before on the midweek Macca break. Tony, I hope you're doing well, my friend."
Tony.
Yep. And so, Paul, tell us about where people can find your YouTube channel. What's it called again? Promote, my friend.
Okay. It's called Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. I know that's kind of wordy. In fact, Andy, I used to have an ampersand. It was called, there's one picture on the Playhouse, and it was called Beatles and Pop Playhouse. And I was commenting on Andy's live stream, and he read it. And he said, "Boy, that's a cool title, but it's a mouthful." So I credit Andy for me losing the ampersand on the thing. So Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse right here on YouTube. There are 30 episodes up. Like episode 30 is all about the original 1964 Topps Beatles bubblegum trading cards. We show all that and all other trading cards that were manufactured for the Beatles. We talk about rarities in records. Said we do pop culture episodes on Bazooka Joe, the Monkees, all your favorite pop culture items of your life. I'd be honored again if any of the viewers, please check me out. Please subscribe. We put a lot of effort into it. Just me and my buddy, Joe Friday, as I call him. And we're growing. Very happy with it. But please subscribe to Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Check me out, please. Thank you.
And also, let's talk about real quick that today they announced that there's going to be a Paul McCartney and Wings exhibit at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes. Have you been there, Uncle Paul?
No. The closest I saw was like an annex exhibit that they did of John Lennon about 15 years ago in New York. That's something on the old bucket list, as they say, to go out there.
Yeah. I finally made it there last year after the Pittsburgh show. Of the Paul's tour, if you will. So on the drive back, I decided to stop in, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. Yes. Yes. And so I gotta tell you, I'm probably going to do a road trip and head down to the hall, if you will, and
that's going to be very cool. And I'm sure because here's a question for you then, because I would think everyone's going to be making little making videos of it. Do they allow you? Did they take your camera when you? No, because it's like a photo opportunity in that place.
Yeah. I took a ton of pictures when I was there last year, because then they also have a room with the plaques with all the guest signatures, not guests, but the inductees
members.
Inductees. Yeah. Wow. So that was
great.
Yeah. Rory asks real quick. He says, "Are you happy with the soundtrack album?"
Well, it's on.
Kinda.
It's your show, Tom.
No. I mean, kinda. They could have added some more rare stuff to it, but look,
I concur, Tom. I concur. Yeah. I was thrilled that it came out. I did order two are on the way of the yellow taxi version that I guess was limited to 3,500. I bought, as usual, again, I bought two. I will play one and keep one sealed. And I did think it was a miss. I guess once I see it, again, since you've seen it, Tom, all right, let me ask you something. Are those songs more, without any spoilers, and again, if you don't want to answer this, but I think it's a safe question for the viewing audience, are those songs like more predominantly in the film? Or did they just pick them for any reason?
No, okay, I will give you one spoiler. I mean, since it's coming out tomorrow, I mean, listen. So the silly love song demo that's opens the soundtrack. It opens the film.
Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense. But like, all right, do you remember like to me, that was I Gotta Sing, Gotta Dance was a real oddball one to put on, and that's great. Maybe that would have been a
yeah,
B-side for Paul. But
maybe.
is that I'm sure then they must show that, not maybe in its entirety, but when they're talking about the James Paul McCartney special. Do they show that? Okay. Okay. All right. Spoiler. I love you, Tom. This is great. Very
Yes.
good.
Listen, before you sign off, Paul, I just want to thank you very much for this gift. I was joking with you last time I was live. You said you had this, and I was like, okay, well, send it my way. And I was not expecting a message from you saying, hey, what's your address? I'll send it to you. Not expecting it at all, but I do want to thank you. And this is it's a kisses on the bottom promotional card. You know,
Perfect for
thankfully,
Valentine's Day.
yes, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
was glad to
I
get
hadn't,
you.
yeah, no, and thank you. I never seen this before. Didn't know it existed, and that's one of the things that I love about us collectors is like somebody always has something that you've never seen before or didn't know existed, and so I gotta say, really, I really appreciate it. It comes with the card. Do you remember how you got this?
I it was a giveaway. I think it might have been FYE. What
Okay,
Target? I know Target had an
okay.
exclusive of the CD, but
Well,
it was
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
other.
yeah. The Target, and
I think
Target
I threw
also.
that in your. Yeah, I threw that in
Yes,
your
you did.
package. Yeah.
Yes, you did. Thank you. And the Target exclusive had "Baby's Request" and "My One and Only Love,"
Right.
um, which is a song that I love. If you are a fan of John Coltrane, you got to get the John Coltrane Johnny Hartman album, and they do a fantastic, fantastic version of "My One and Only Love," which
Mm.
Paul does. Paul and his band, they do a really, really good job with the song as well. But that version is smooth and cool. Let me tell
Oh
you.
yes.
Um, yeah. So, but Paul, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and you're always welcome here in the midweek Macca break. I'm sure we'll find time to have you on again and talk about more collectibles and more McCartney, more Beatles, whatever it is, and really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Tom. Again, I appreciate everyone listening to me, and thank you, Tom, so much for having me on. It means the world to me. I'm going to end then with the usual: the Playhouse is closed. Thanks, Joe Friday. You can get rid of me now.
No, okay. All you gotta do is just sign
All
out, my
right.
friend. Just yeah,
All right.
I'll remove you there. But anyways, that's our friend Paul. Please check out his YouTube channel, Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. He did send me a magnet, so there you go, and a couple buttons. A couple buttons. So thank you again, Paul. Really appreciate it. So we're going to have a second guest here who just popped up as well. We're going to bring her on in a second. She's just she's going to give me the thumbs up when she's ready. So we're going to talk to Lynn here real quick. Lynn says I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame about 20 years ago. I don't think I will make it back to see the McCartney exhibit to share some pictures. If you go, I certainly will. I certainly will. And Chip here says, good stuff, that Coltrane guy. Absolutely. Love John Coltrane. One piece I want to show really quick is I've been getting a lot of stuff out of my storage. I come across a poster that that was being offered from friend Mitch Axelrod back in I think 2018 when this release. This is a promotional piece that from the McCartney and Wings, the Bruce McMouse show. This was just like a little promotional piece that was being given away when the Red Rose Speedway archive edition came out. So very cool. I have two of these. If there's anybody out there that doesn't have one and wants one, please let me know, and we'll try to make that happen. So without further ado, I met this person and her family. I believe it was like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, at my first fest over there in New Jersey. And I got to say, she's a fantastic young woman, and I'm glad that I've had the opportunity to become her friend. And she is Gabriella Weeks. Gabriella, how
Hello.
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you
Yeah.
again. Thanks for popping
Um,
up.
yeah. I have that Bruce McMouse poster that you just showed. I was
You
gonna
do?
comment it.
Yes, I saw you give the thumbs up.
Yeah.
So,
hmm
so what you been up to?
I don't know, I've been commenting on other live streams. I went on a couple of other ones. Like
Right.
yeah, I was afraid before. We were supposed to do it for the Atlanta show, but I was afraid before. But I've gotten more comfortable over the past few months that now I'm okay with going on
Yes.
one-on-one with you now.
Yeah,
But
I'm glad you have gotten comfortable. I mean, because it can be a little nerve wracking,
mhm,
especially if you're not used to that one and that kind of thing. But cool. I'm
right.
glad. I would eventually try to get you up here anyways. So
Just gotta be right. Like you're just
yeah, I
launching
know.
me out there.
Yeah, just get up there, girl. Chip says the two of the coolest promo pieces I remember seeing were the 33 and a third sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw those and the little London Town bus. I haven't seen one of those.
Yeah, the sunglasses are so cool. I wish they
Yeah,
were a
and
lot
then
more.
Beatles says I want one. Okay, well, message me your full name and address, Beatles, and I'll ship this to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, we got Jer here. I have not
Yeah.
made a midweek wrap up live in
He made
ages.
it.
Well, thank you for being here, buddy. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yay,
And we
Jerry.
got Rory. Do you think if there's a different mix of Arrow Through Me, we might be getting it back to? Okay, listen. Every time we get something that involves London Town or Back to the Egg, everybody gets a little, you know,
Right.
uppity about they're going to be
They
a
get
Back to
excited.
the. Yeah, they get excited, and I get it. But
hmm
no, this is just to help promote the Man on the Run film, which
Right.
I wholeheartedly believe this. Okay.
hmm I know
Now
that.
listen,
Yeah.
yeah, I
You.
want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want there to be a London Town and Back to the Egg box set, but I think they just added it just to have something from that era of
Representing.
Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, representing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
hmm
Um, we got teletape here. Hello, happy to watch live. Well, thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate it. So, Gabby, how long
hmm
you been collecting?
Well, I don't know. My parents have been collecting all their lives, and that's kind of like an overflow from their stuff, a lot of this is. And then, I don't know, I guess you start collecting as you grow up, you get things and you keep them.
Right.
And I don't know,
Well,
saw my first, yeah.
growing up in a house of collectors. I mean, what do you
Mhm.
get curious? Do you like ask questions like, "Hey, what is this?" and why is there so many of them, and all that stuff?
Kinda. I know that there was like there's a closet in my house that was like, you're not allowed to go in there. It was all the toys. So
That's
I'm not
funny.
allowed to go in there. But now I'm allowed to go in there 'cause I'm not gonna open them.
Right.
But
Right.
um yeah, so you just see things and you're like, oh, that's cool. But it's
Right.
like it's part of the house. It's not like I that's an item that I have to be careful of. It's like it's part of my house. It's part of the decoration, I guess.
Right. Excited to
hmm
see this Man on the Run tomorrow night.
hmm Yeah, I've heard things like I don't know. Some people think it could be kind of like Wingspan a little bit. And then yeah, I know you can't say anything. This is I have not seen a thing, so that's why I'm just saying random stuff.
Right. Well,
But
no, it's
yeah.
not like Wingspan. It's 100% better.
hmm
You're gonna love it. I will say that just about every wing member gets a talking piece in there. They use
Okay.
audio clips. It's not like one of those documentaries where they're showing a footage and then they show the artist, talking.
Okay.
They just use people's audio over certain, scenes
Like
and stuff like
videos.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, during videos. So
hmm
that's cool. And it's so much better. Yeah, it's Paul McCartney's story, right? Because it's called Man on the Run, right? Whereas
Mhm.
whereas the book and the record that came out last year, that was pretty much celebrating
Yeah.
Wings,
Right.
so this is kind of a little different in a way, so for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that the book and the record that came out were I knew it was like in preparation for the documentary. It was just like a little bit of
Right.
a dipping the toes
Right.
in, like testing out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was very cool.
Um, yeah, Roya says, "How did you manage to see it early?" Well, I knew somebody that knew somebody, and I'll just and I was able to get a screener. Andy and I were able to get a screener because we knew somebody that knew somebody, and I'll
Hmm.
leave it at that. Okay. Okay. Now we also learned today that we're gonna get a Wings, Paul McCartney Wings exhibit at the Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah.
Fame. How do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
I've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple of times. It's pretty cool, but I saw the Get Back exhibit that was there, but and they
Hmm.
had that on the main floor. The way that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is set up. They have the main floor, which is like the
Right.
basement,
Right.
and then they have like a separate area where you have to go like to a different, I don't know, like a different elevator in a totally different part of the place to go find like 4 or 5 more floors that are smaller. They have like a place where you can record music, like in the little
Yes.
garage. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
when I saw the little ad for the new exhibit, I saw it's gonna be on level 6. It's on the top, like the top of the tower,
Right.
and it's like I've been to the top of the tower. I'm like, it's kind of small.
Right.
Compared to where the Get Back exhibit was in the middle of the main
Right.
area in the basement where
Mhm.
it's pretty big, and they had a lot of stuff to look at. Nah, a lot of
Well, they
it's
had
it was a
when I was there last year after the Pittsburgh show,
mhm.
they had like a Pink Floyd The Wall kind of
Oh yeah,
exhibit
that's always
going on.
there.
Yeah, is that
Well,
always there?
yeah.
Okay.
There's one
Yeah.
what with all the in front of all the windows,
Right.
like in the yeah, that one's always
Yeah.
there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was my first time being there
Yeah.
last year. So
I
let me
mean,
get Astro Jared's comment here. Tom, I will agree with you to an extent. I feel that the book, Wings Comp, a soundtrack album, the movie, etc., that if by the end of the year there is no London Town or Back to the Egg the archive, yeah. So
mhm.
look again, I want to be wrong. Okay, but there is a chance of overexposure too. Okay, we've already got
Right.
a lot of stuff coming. We got this new soundtrack coming out this month. We got the new album out. We know we're going to get a Venus and Mars half speed master. We know we're going to get
I mean,
the
Speed of Sound.
speed of
Venus and Mars
thank
already
you.
came out.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. We know we're going to get at the speed of the sound, half speed master. We know we're going to get the Wings Over America half speed master. There's a lot. There's a lot coming out. Now, I wouldn't mind a release every month, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. But
Yeah.
you
Your
know, but
wallet will
how
cry
much
a little bit.
yeah,
Are all of
yeah,
our
but how,
wallets.
yeah, exactly. And then there's also talk of, Scott Scott Rogers, his manager, said he's going to be
Right.
touring again. So
Mhm.
how
And then
much money do you
yeah,
go
you
ahead?
saw that
Go
it
ahead.
said Japan, right?
Yes, I did.
I'm
I
like,
did.
oh, that's
And I
different.
need yeah, I need to get my passport
Oh,
updated,
okay.
because if he hits the UK, I definitely want to hit do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hopefully it's not just Japan and the usual suspects, I guess. But they also need
Right.
some loving too. Like the UK
Yes.
just was hit 2 years ago. So not
Yeah, but
less than two
just a
years ago.
couple spots though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like it was the 79 UK tour or anything like
Yeah.
that. You know.
I don't know.
Let me get
Yeah.
Lynn's comment here real quick. I feel like I've been waiting for years, which we have, to see Man on the Run. So now having to wait even longer until Sunday is annoying. I had been all set for Thursday. Yeah, I understand that. But you're gonna
Hmm.
love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love
Yeah, I
it.
saw that
So
the Man on the Run is showing on Sunday at
yeah,
the Alamo Draft Houses in the city. Not like all
cool.
the theaters, but I don't know. I haven't checked again since,
Right,
but maybe they did expand it to other theaters. But Alamo Draft House, you have to sit and be served food. It's kind of like a
right.
distracting experience. So I was like, I'm
It
good with the
can be.
regular theater.
Yeah, I mean those theaters that serve food or whatnot. I mean, I've been in a couple of them, and it is when I lived in Arizona. There's a few of them that I used to go to, and it is kind of annoying. So you
Hmm.
kind of try to avoid those theaters, you
Hmm.
know. So,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
it's
I get
yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
it's nice
So,
boutique kind of feel to those theaters too. So
right.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, I
lovely.
mean, theaters got to do something to get more people in,
Right.
besides a movie being good,
Yeah.
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 So, but Yoko Ono turns 93 today. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on Yoko Ono? You a fan?
Yeah. I was gonna grab some Yoko that I have, but yeah, I like listening to her music. She makes great music.
I think so
Yeah.
too. Listen, I
Yeah.
grabbed a couple of the reissues that came out a few
hmm
years back.
Wow.
Her Plastic Ono Band
Yeah.
album. Now, if you want to hear some fantastic drumming from Ringo, there's a couple of songs, Why and Why Not. Um,
Why
you
not
know,
from the Why Not album?
yeah, right, exactly. No, not that Why Not.
Yeah.
But really, really
Yes.
cool, really cool. And then
Yeah.
I love
For sure.
Approximate Infinity Universe,
Yeah, it's a
which I
great
think
album.
is a fantastic album. And then
hmm
Feeling the Space, I think is really
Feeling
good
the
as well.
space.
And you look at that, the 8-track, right?
A-track. Yeah.
Did you get that from Richie
Awesome.
at the fest?
No, I was at a
No.
record store in the village and they had these for $10. I was like, okay,
Oh, very cool. Very
so I might
cool.
as well. But yeah,
Right.
I like my Yoko collectibles too. But yeah.
Yeah. Jared says here, the theaters here in northern Illinois, Chicago area have been filling up nicely for Man on the Run showing. Yeah, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that very
Around here
much.
too.
Yeah. Ricardo says, Gabby, what theater are you seeing it at? I'm going to the Regal at Union Square. I mean, if you don't have to indulge that information if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the city, that's basically it. Not in one of the city relocations. No.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Ricardo says, I need to meet more fellow McCartney fans out there in the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, going to the fest
Yeah.
is always a great way to meet, even though we don't have a fest this year. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
So
like at the various events that they do
right.
have. Yeah. Mhm.
Roy says, Gabby, do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I have the one that
No.
I've been commenting from, but I don't know. It's very daunting, scary. Like I don't know how to do like I don't know the logistics of it, like with the camera work and the audio,
Right.
but I'm better with like taking the top photos and stuff, like as you've seen.
Yeah.
I like editing my pictures and things, but
Yeah,
audio.
you are a very
Mhm.
good photographer. You've
Thank you.
posted your well, I mean, where do you post your photos of Paul McCartney? Let everybody know.
Well, I I have my photos that I've taken of my collection on my
Mm-hmm.
Instagram account, Vinyl Gabby. That's where I post the majority of them. But I don't have any like I post on my story a little bit photos I've taken of Paul. So I have to ease into putting photos from like actually
Mm-hmm.
on my actual profile. But I'm not ready
Okay.
for that yet.
Yeah. So Vinyl. Yeah. Check out Gabby at Vinyl Gabby
hmm
on Instagram. A lot of amazing pictures. I got to meet up with Gabby and her dad. They're in where
Hamilton.
were we? Hamilton.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Hamilton. And we got to see the Mall of Kintyre there, which was a dream come true.
Yeah.
And you
Fantastic.
were you were at what shows did you go to? You did both Atlanta shows, right?
Right.
You did
Then
both
both
Quebec's.
Mont
Go ahead.
in
Go ahead.
Montreal, yes.
Yeah,
Quebec, yes. And then I
yeah,
did the one in Hamilton.
yeah.
But yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit
very
of a
good. Let me
traveling.
get
Yeah, go.
yes. Let
hmm
me get some of the Astro chairs here. So, Tom, last night I saw for the first time the Japanese import London Town single. Do you have that?
I
That was
do.
yes.
I'll take it out.
Yeah,
I
go ahead and
know.
grab it.
I have it right here. I know I had to be prepared with imports around here, around you.
Yes, that's it. There you go.
Yeah,
That is the one.
very fancy. I like these.
Hmm
The
I like
weird
that
cover.
picture of the three.
hmm
You
Yeah,
know,
it's different.
yeah. Linda
hmm
kind of looks pregnant
I'll put it
in that
back.
picture. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'll put it back.
Uh, Carter says, did Gabby get into any of the Bowery shows? I got into the second.
I I attempted the third night. Well, there's a whole story with that my dad and I and my whole family, we went up to Maine to go visit one of his best friends, and like they hadn't seen each other for a while. So they wanted to
Hmm.
get together and jam out and play guitar together. But it happened to be the same week as the Bowery shows. And once we were there and we settled in and finally met up with his friend,
Yeah.
they said they announced the first Bowery show, and I was like in shambles. I'm like, why am I in Maine right now? Like I've been
Well,
preparing for this moment. But
yeah,
yeah, but then I eventually when I saw the third show was announced, I was like, I have a day to drive back home. Let's just
right.
drive back home. So my so we drove back home. My dad stayed there, but my mom and I drove back home.
Hmm.
And um I took the train the next morning. I went there, waited there all day, hoping that, little pixie dust, something happens. I saw him walk in to the venue, which was really from really close up, so that was pretty
Right.
cool. But
Hmm.
yeah, I saw Larry David walking in, which was really cool. Yeah, he was really interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. When he walked up to me, like, like starstruck. But yeah, uh, so then I heard the whole show from the outside, basically.
Okay, very
That's the whole
cool.
thing. Texting Joan the whole time. But yeah, I heard the whole. I heard when I first heard the first notes of temporary secretary, I was like leaning
Right.
over the barricade, like, why am I outside right now? This is meant for me.
And
But yeah,
amazingly, that I can't believe it's been a year already.
yeah,
Crazy, crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, yep. Jeremy says Gabby parents are great people and huge music fans.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I owe a lot to them.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah. James Boyce, how you doing, James? Glad you're here. James says, "Hi Tom, our theater is 3/4 full at the moment, but it's about 90 seats, so small, which is great. We do have a posh screen that's only 6 years old, but it wouldn't show it there. Okay, well, hopefully you're going, and I think you're gonna love
Hmm.
it if you are, and can't wait
Hmm.
to hear your thoughts.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And how are you? What was that, Bernie? Glad you're here. Um,
Yeah.
Gabby, you've been collecting for a while. Do you have some
Hmm.
stuff that just stands out and stuff that you were like, oh my god, I gotta have that? What are some of your favorites that you've collected over the years?
Well, I guess if we're going favorites, let me get this one out, get it out of the way. I picked out some stuff that were more sentimental, I guess.
Yeah,
But
yeah, great.
this one is one of my
Yes, the
favorites.
Mexican EP, the Mexican EP. Yes,
Simon, I just like singing the song
yes,
as Simon, not Simon. It's funny. But
Simon.
yeah. I like it. Yeah. It's very
Yeah,
nice.
yep. I
But
like that. I have that one as well. Very good.
mhm.
Yeah.
And then I guess with McCartney collectibles, I tried to pick out some more sentimental stuff, like I said before, and
Yeah.
I guess I'll start out with the ticket to the first time I ever saw Paul.
All right, hold on
Am
one second
am
here.
I
We're
flipped
gonna
or
blow
anything?
you up. There you go.
Hmm.
No, no, no. Just gonna.
Make it
What's the
big.
date on that one? There,
This is
2009. All
mhm,
right. Yep.
April 4th, 2009. This is when for the David Lynch Foundation, they did a benefit event, and
Yeah.
Paul was announced to be on, and Ringo. So I
Mm-hmm.
got to see Paul and Ringo perform together, and they also performed Cosmically Conscious
Cosmic
at the end.
Conscious.
Yeah.
Yes. Very cool. Very
So
cool.
yeah, I do remember that day a little bit, like goes in and out because since I was 7 years old when I attended this concert, so
Sorry, 7 years
I
old.
yeah, if you know kids, at the second McCartney show in Montreal, I actually witnessed it. Kids sleep during shows, like I did, so that you sleep across the chairs.
That's funny.
So yeah, I
That's
did that
funny.
a lot of the time. My first time seeing Paul,
Yeah,
but
yeah. James here says, paper tickets are so nostalgic.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I wish they made
Absolutely.
more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very sad.
Jared says, Tom, are you and Andy going to do a live show in the next day or so about Man on the Run movie? Well, we're going to record our review soon
Hmm.
of it. And And then what we're going to do is we're planning on going live the Friday that it's officially out on Amazon. Okay, so I believe that's the 27th.
Yeah, like a week from now. 1
Yeah,
week.
yeah. So that is our plan at the moment. Yeah. Bernie says my kid always slept at shows.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you. For both of us, I guess either of you interested in the Beatles related record store day releases, maybe the Lennon Love deal for me, but that's it. Some non-Beatles related releases I want as well. To be honest with you, the only ones that I'm really interested in, I do like those George Harrison Zoetrope releases. So I'll see what I can do about those. A record store day. Are you a fan? You've been doing record store day over the last few years there, Gaby?
I've been going for the past 10 years, basically. Like we've been doing like
Okay. Yeah.
over 10 years that we've been doing like the camp out and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. 2015 was my first record store day, and that's the year. That's the first one, and that's when this came out. Yeah. So
I think there's another one that came out before that. Maybe it's from the website. I don't know.
Okay.
But this when you
Yes. Now that was 2011 or 12.
Yeah, it says 2012 on the back of here.
2012. Yeah, 2012. That was to coincide with the archive release.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got that as well. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah.
And then they also did one. They also did one in 2010 for the Band on the Run single.
Yeah, I think that's one I don't have. There's a few I don't have from that, but yeah, it's kind of like because if we weren't doing the camping out that time.
Right. You can find those they're pretty common on eBay and Discog. So
yeah. I guess I have to look through the bins and make sure that you can tell when it's like vintage or not. So I can just feel it and go, I think this might be a reissue from that time that he did those reissues and pick it up.
Right. Jared says the future Beatles solo Beatles fandom is in good hands with fans like Gaby. There you go. Well, we got to keep the economy going. We got to spend that money, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No. You gotta don't just with moderation. You got to put your boundaries up. Like,
well, you also got to make sure the bills are paid, I guess, and things like that.
Eat food too.
Eat food is important. Jared says, collecting question for you both. How many of the Ringo Stop and Smell the Roses or Old Wave vinyl CD reissues or various colors do you have? Well, I did pick up the record store day CDs of both.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah.
But I have the splatter one, the first one that came out of both.
Right. So that liquid one, the liquid one, the red one with the Stop and Smell the Roses, I didn't pick. I didn't pick it up, and I probably won't get the Old Wave blue either. But it's amazing how much these distributors are releasing. Now that they got the licensing rights to distribute these.
Wait.
Here, let me hold on. Let me blow you
no,
up
this
here.
is not Stop and Smell the Roses. This is Rotogravure, but Rotogravure or whatever you say it. But what a cool I guess a French.
I love that one. Is that from France?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the B-side on that one? Yeah.
Crying. But if you don't know me at all, like Jeremy knows, we went together to go see Ringo at the Ryman, and we saw Mickey Guyton, I think is her name. She performed.
Right.
You don't know me at all, and we were in complete shock.
She was fantastic. She was fantastic, and because I saw her at the Grand Ole Opry do that song. Unbelievable.
Yes. So and then Crying is kind of like a country Ringo track. So it's this is for Jeremy to look at. Yeah. Very fun.
Chip says here, my favorite Paul solo song, Another Day, and I'll Die on the Hill. Woman is great too. So I did get to see him perform Another Day. For the first time that I got to see him live was in '93 for the New World Tour. Tour. So that was pretty amazing. And why that didn't get on the Paul is Live CD or vinyl is beyond me. It's beyond me.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he performed Another Day again, like maybe mid 2010s, maybe. Was it like
Maybe
2016-ish? He started
it's
performing it
possible.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Can't remember.
DJ says you have a nice records. Crying is fantastic by Ringo. Absolutely.
Hmm. Okay.
Absolutely.
You want me
What
to go
else
with
you
the
got, girl?
next? Yeah,
Yes.
sentimental stuff. Okay.
Yes.
I guess this because I love Danny Sywell. Danny Sywell signed this for me around the time we started. Like, I don't know, we were friends around that time. We have not seen each other again since then to really talk and like say. I'm older now, so it's gonna be hard to say, "Hey, you remember me?" My parents can do that. But yeah, no, like he got along really well with my family and at the fest, like maybe like 15 years ago. So,
Mm,
like Monique too, she's very nice. His wife, who's been there forever. She's she's a walking history too.
really?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
she
That's true.
yeah,
That's
they've
right.
been
Yeah.
before he was in Wings, they were together. So
Hmm.
yeah, I cherish this because I love I love Denny. He's a great guy. But
Very cool.
mhm. And then I guess another one. Should I go with this? I guess I'll go with this
Yeah.
first. So
Ah,
yeah, display of a promo display I had. We have like a drum set in my house, and we had it like stuck to the drum set my whole life in front of it. So
right.
yeah, suction cups on it.
I I have that. I have that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have that as well.
Yeah,
But it's still in storage. I got to get that. Now that you're showing me this, it's like I got to go to the storage and go grab that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a yeah from Starbucks Coffee Company. All rights reserved. Display dates on the
Mm,
back of this one. Yeah,
yeah.
you can see
Very
display dates
cool.
when it was allowed to be
Yeah.
on display. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Now,
yeah, it's nice to look at in my house. I have good memories of that
yeah.
display.
Very cool. Now, did you get
Hmm.
the card as well? You have a couple of the
Oh
Starbucks
yeah,
cards with the, yeah.
I don't know where they are right now, but yes, we have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think I have like a little card collection that I kept one in. I don't know where that card
Yeah.
collection is when I was a kid.
I see. Before you continue, I see you
Mhm.
got the Ruddles DVD behind you. You gotta
Oh
love the
yes,
Ruddles.
yes. I
Yeah.
was there might be Beatles behind me, but I gotta give some Ruddles some love.
Yeah.
Yep,
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that's good. Okay,
Very good.
but
All right. What else
yeah.
you got?
So this item when we got it, it was a big deal. I was very happy when it's a very sentimental item for me. But
Right.
my mom entered in a contest on the website. I feel like she wasn't the only one to win. Maybe a couple of other people won. Um, but on Paul's website, they said, "We'll send you, we'll send you a gift. Put in your raffle, whatever, you know." But
Mm-hmm.
like something like that, enter in to win. And so from MPL, we got a package of promotional CDs from
Oh
Paul.
wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I'll show you
Let's
what
see
came in that
this.
package. It's still in the.
Yes.
I keep it. Have to keep it in this. It can't go randomly in the CD shelf. This is special.
Right.
So I guess first I'll show McCartney 2 archive promo.
Mm-hmm.
See that
Yep.
it's different. And yeah, it says
Mm-hmm.
I'll take out one of the CDs, I guess. That one you can't really read. This is black, so it's hard to read it, but it says promotional
Right.
copy not for sale right underneath that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
Very
kind of
cool.
see
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
reflection right there. But
Yep. Yep.
yes, this is very cool. Next,
Mm-hmm.
Tropic Island Hum.
Ah, yes. I actually like chocolate Tropic Island Hum. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to listen to it again, but
Yeah.
it's all right. Let me
Yeah,
see
I've
if
got
this
the
says promo
45
too.
as well. Yeah, I got the
Hmm.
45 as well.
Yeah, the yellow 45. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. It's very nice. I don't know if this says promo on it. I thought it did. It may say it
Hmm.
somewhere, but maybe they just sent it to because they had extra.
Now I don't have that on CD. I have to find that now. So again, that's why I
Mhm.
love having all you collectors on because I learn about stuff that I don't have, and now I need to get it.
Right. Yeah. Then another one.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. A little
Yep.
picture of what was available.
Yes,
And
love
then,
it.
do I have to take out the CD again to show you that it says it? But I
No,
don't
you
know.
don't have to do
Yeah,
that. No, you don't
it
have to
says
do that.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
You could tell by the paper saying buy these
yeah,
things. It's
exactly,
different.
exactly.
Okay, and then my favorite,
Ah,
I love,
yes. Ever
yes,
present past.
yeah. And yeah, I don't think it says anything about being a promo on this either. Oh, it does. For promotional use only on the
Yeah,
side over here somewhere. But yeah,
yes.
I love ever present past. When my what just fell out.
Oh
Just
no.
fell. But yeah, that's my one of my favorite Paul tracks. I love Memory Almost Full. That's my favorite Paul solo album that's not Ram.
Fair
So I
enough.
don't
It's
know.
a great
Yeah.
album. It's a great album.
Hmm. Then, ooh, your favorite
Oh
From a
yeah.
Lover to a Friend. Yeah,
Friend, yeah.
yeah. Um, I'll take it
Very
out to show
cool.
you. Yeah. Um, I'm not gonna look for it saying promo right now, but yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Hmm. Uh, see. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
hmm. All the same package right now. I'm not just showing random CDs I have lying around.
yeah.
But yeah,
So they just grabbed a bunch of promotional CDs that they probably had lying around in MPL
yeah.
and
Shove them all
wrapped
in
it
a
up and
bag.
yeah, they wrapped them up and sent it to you.
And then last
Yep.
one.
Twin Freaks, very cool.
Yeah, I
Yes.
really love you. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm very happy with this. This is always like when we got in the mail, it's like very special. Like, don't touch that. Like the hush
Well, it's
tones.
cool because you got the MPL logo there on
Hmm.
there,
Mm,
which of course,
special bag.
I wouldn't have thrown away either.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It says Soho Square on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That is
very
so
cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
So awesome. Let me
yeah.
get
You can
Lynn's
go.
comment real quick here. Etched titled Black Love Chair by British artist Humphrey Ocean. It was chosen by McCartney to evoke a sense of curiosity, nostalgia, and can't read fitting the album's theme and looking back. Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And he did talk about that during the promotion, why he used
Hmm.
the chair for the album cover. But
You
yeah,
could.
Ever Present
Yeah.
Past is it's a good song. Obviously, we've talked about this before on the show. It's just the only negative thing I can say about Memory Was Full is that it's mixed very loud. You
Hmm.
know,
I like loud
so
though. You could turn it down.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Yes, yes,
And then
that
if
is
it was
very
too
true.
quiet, then you go like, "What's happening?" You're like,
Right. What? Yeah.
yeah, I
So
like it. But yeah, I did bring this out, but not that special anymore.
right. Well, did you have
Yeah,
do you have the UK and the American? There's two different
yeah.
ones.
One's the paper, like it's just like a poster.
Yeah,
The other one's more like a.
poster.
This one's
Right.
printed in the USA. So we have two of these that kept
Right.
sealed, but yeah, but my dad had these just like in a shelf for a long time. I had once the pandemic hit, actually before I actually headed to college, I went through my parents' things. And I started cataloging it all because they had no idea what they had, and they had no idea
Right.
what like if it was anything good or if they had anything complete. So yeah, a lot of it was that's from what they originally had. I don't think I would ever go out and buy the UK pressing now because I already have the
Gotcha.
two regular ones.
Right.
Yeah. Hmm.
James here says he thinks that the lack of dynamics spoils memory almost full. Okay, perhaps. I never heard anybody say that before, but Memory Almost Full and Venus and Mars could use a remix. I agree with Memory Almost Full for
Hmm.
sure.
I'm too
Um,
used to it that
yeah,
I can't tell.
right. What are you hoping for this new album here that we should be getting soon? You hoping for a double album? You hoping it's just a single album? What are your as we know he's recorded 25 songs with Andrew Watt. What are your expectations?
Well, I hope that there's not 30 million editions on color vinyl. Like, it's overkill, and then I get mad at like why. I'm getting
Right.
mad at people that aren't even Paul doing it. So especially with Andrew Watt on the project, you think that they're
And
gonna do? what they did with the
Right.
Rolling Stones with the
Right.
baseball teams. Like,
And that's
yeah.
very important. You made a good point there, is because listen, Paul and his team, or the record company Capitol, they're not the only ones doing multiple versions
Hmm.
of the LPs. It's a business, and those people are out to make as much money as they
Yeah.
can make off these artists.
Yeah.
You know,
Scare
they've given,
tactics.
yeah. Well, I mean, they've given these artists, money, right? And it costs money to record albums, right? So
Hmm.
obviously they want to recuperate the monies that they put in or invested into the album. So I
Hmm.
mean, I can understand. However, yeah, I think probably McCartney 3 was probably a little overkill. Um, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking about Andrew Watt worked on the last Lady Gaga album. The
yeah,
Lady Gaga
yeah.
albums had like 30 million different covers, and
Oh, great.
some of them had different tracks on the vinyl. So there'd be like one from Target had this one song that was exclusive to the vinyl, not on CD or anything. Then other one on her website had an exclusive song that wasn't at the Target one and only on her website. So yeah, I was after that I was like, you know what? No, I'm picking the one signed edition and then like the one that has color vinyl and that's it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
remember, the last couple releases actually, Egypt Station and McCartney 3,
Yeah.
because McCartney 3 had the green vinyl, and then Egypt Station had two tracks that were exclusive just to Target. So yeah, I mean, I was remember getting, waking up early, getting there right when Target opened, and making a
Hmm.
beeline right to the music section, and
Hmm.
actually the last couple times they didn't have that stuff out. They had to go in the back and bring it out
Yeah.
because they didn't even have it displayed yet.
Hmm. Yeah, on Friday they don't really put it out. You have to like kind of beg them for to do it a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Jared says if Andrew Watt does a good job as he did with the Stones on Hacky Diamonds, then we are in for a real treat. Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
same with the Elton John record. That Elton John record was
Hmm.
was really good as well.
Yeah,
Um,
he also worked on really long, maybe 6 years ago, he worked on the album that Miley Cyrus did, Plastic
yeah.
Hearts, which I
Yep.
loved. So I know that he
Okay.
makes good stuff. That's scary.
Yes, very scary. He's worked with everyone from Ozzy Osbourne to Elton John, Lady
Hmm.
Gaga, Pearl
Hmm.
Jam, I think too.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
Gabby's right. Gaga fans were in an uproar.
yeah. Even the prices for her shows are getting very steep.
Mm,
But I didn't go to see this past tour because I didn't feel like it was justified to pay like $2,000 for a runway ticket. So
right, right.
mm-mm.
No, I
At
hear you.
base, I don't
I
want to do
hear
that.
you. Yeah. Chips has actually bought two of the Rolling Stones baseball covers, Sox and Cubs. So obviously
Mhm.
yeah, being an Illinois fan, or Chicago fan, yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get both Chicago teams.
you
Hmm.
do. You
Hmm.
do. Are you a sports fan at all, Gabby?
Well, growing up, we just liked. My dad likes the Red Sox and the Patriots, so you just like the teams that he likes, I
Okay.
guess. But
Yeah.
I'm not like.
It didn't carry over,
Mm.
didn't to you or
I
anything
like
like
my
that?
music. Music, I go like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yes.
not with.
Not with sports.
No.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Hmm.
So, what I
Yeah.
mean, talk about some of the other musicians you're into
Um.
that you're a big fan of. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Like my profile picture on here is of Marina and the Diamonds. I loved her for like like I don't know how long, like 11, no, 12 years almost. Like it's been she's
Hmm.
a pop singer. Like she's influenced a lot of these pop acts that have come up very big now, but she's continued to stay low a little bit. So
Right.
yeah, she's pretty good. I like Chapel Roan, all right. We talk about that.
Hmm.
She's not like not somebody I would follow around like I kind of do with Marina.
Hmm.
What else do I like? Charlie XCX, I like a lot. I told you about seeing
Yep.
her
Yep.
movie. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
liked her
And
for a long time.
was she just on Saturday Night Live recently? I can't. I
She
thought
did a
I.
double duty Saturday Night Live in 2024.
That's okay. Gotcha.
Hmm.
All right.
In like November 2024.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
hmm But yeah,
Mm,
she's great. I saw her at a very small show, 600-person venue in like 2017, where she was like kind of like scraping, not scraping the bottom. Like she had the two hits she had 5 years prior, and she
right.
kind of like had a like she went through a lull patch where she had a cult following with people that really loved her, and they continued to. She still had a cult following, and then after the pandemic, she started gains a little bit more momentum, and then Brat happened, the one with you've been seeing stuff
Yeah.
about the Green Album, which was
Right.
totally
Wow.
different, astronomical. Couldn't even
Right.
foresee that happening. I was like, an album cover with just text on it. What's happening here? But now,
Ah.
phenomenon. Yeah.
James says Paul will play all the new album on his next tour. I doubt that, but
No.
but
One song.
funny nonetheless. Yeah, exactly. If we're lucky, yeah. Ricardo says my brother works for Gaga's family, so we got lucky with tickets. Very cool. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Jared says, speaking of the Stones, like Macca, their new album is due this year as well. Well, yeah, didn't they record most of it with while they were doing Hackney Diamonds? Because I do think it was reported that Paul recorded two songs with the Stones, and one was going to be on Hackney Diamonds, and the other was going to be on the next album.
I'm
So
not sure.
yeah, so there's that,
Hmm.
and
So I
I
guess I don't know, but they
think
also didn't they
Ringo
cancel?
did a
Oh.
track too.
Mhm. Didn't they
Go
cancel
ahead.
their
What's that?
tour for this year or something? Like, I don't know. They were
Yeah,
supposed to go on tour this
they
year,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't
Yeah, they
know. That
did.
could change. That could
Um,
change stuff up.
yeah.
Mhm.
Jared says, "Why is a busy man?" Sure
Mhm.
is. Cub fan here from Bernie. Yeah, I lived in Chicago for 6 years, and I did go to both stadiums a couple times because being from Michigan, I am a baseball fan. It's pretty much the only team these days that I even really pay attention to. I don't watch sports as much as I used to.
Mhm.
Lynn says that would be cool. James, that would be hilarious, or that'd be cool if he did the whole album. Fans wouldn't know what to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just us in
absolutely.
the front going, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The hardcore fans would
Yeah.
be happy. Yeah, yeah. Casual fans would be crying. Where's Hey Jude?
Time to go to the
Oh
bathroom.
well. Right. Yeah. What would you two pick up as the best 2 or 3 albums since 1990? Mine probably OK Computer, Kid A, Loveless, Black Star. I would definitely agree with you on Kid A. I adore Kid A from Radiohead. From 1990, geez, so many 90s records. There's an artist named Matthew Sweet. He's got an album called Girlfriend, which if you love power pop, that's kind of like Beatley. That's a fantastic record, and then some of his records after that too are really good. Yeah, what are some of your other
I don't listen to
albums?
Radiohead, so I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't have a really. I have nothing to say about
yeah,
the Radiohead albums, but I don't know. Like, I listened to a lot of albums that came out after 1990, a whole ton of them, but
right.
usually it's not really quality as it is like my opinions on them, or if it's like a sentimental value for me. Like,
Gotcha.
I don't know. If I name drop them right now, I'd be like, what? I don't know.
You Harry Styles fan?
Yeah,
Yeah. His new album is out yet, or is it no?
they're doing a listening party for it today around the world, not around here, not anywhere
Okay.
you are either. But yeah, the last album was kind of like it did well for him, but I really like his first album the most. So I don't think he's going to be
Mm,
going back to that for the fourth album,
yeah.
but yeah,
What
we can only
sucks
hope.
is that it takes so long in between records these days for artists, or some artists. Some artists can still put out an album every year or every 2 years, and
Hmm.
some artists it takes them 5 6 years to put out a new album. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna go on tour for a year, right? Then you obviously need a break,
Hmm.
and then it's like, okay, I guess it's time to make another record.
Yeah. Not like David Bowie who'd put him out like I
Oh
don't even
yeah,
know.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beatles also
Elton
did that
John.
too.
Yeah, Beatles did that. Elton John did that for the first half of the '70s. You
Hmm.
know, Frank is saying Keith can't go on tour anymore.
Hmm.
I don't know. So hey, look,
He
everybody
knows.
gets older. Yeah, everybody gets older. It gets tougher. So I'm
Hmm.
surprised so many people in their 70s and 80s and 90s, and like Willie Nelson, he's still going out on tour. And he's in his 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Keith,
love
yeah.
this from James here. So Paul's new album is going to listen to what the
What? Yeah. Oh my
good.
god.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Definitely.
yeah. Jer says you both will appreciate this with Tom's neighbor and Fester Charles H in
Charles
town.
H.
Yeah, Charles H. We went to Gibson's on Monday night. Good time. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah. Very
nice.
cool. Very
That's a
cool.
nice little fest hangout that we used to have. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm missing it.
Yeah, I used to work at a couple chop houses in the past,
Hmm.
and there's some of my favorite places to work. Or two.
Hmm.
For me, up on a drag. I see now. I'm a big, huge Morrissey fan. Myself, I'm really looking forward to his new album next month. And you know, say what you want about his politics. I kind of like put that aside from people that are artists that I really enjoy. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Morrissey's new album. And my buddy
Hmm.
Ethan here. How you doing, Ethan? I love Matthew Sweet and the Susanna Huff cover records. Yeah, yeah, those are pretty good, my friend.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank says back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Now, I would never was a Amy Winehouse fan. I don't know.
Yeah, me either. There's a little happened when I was a kid when she died, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's her. I don't know, just
gotcha.
a memory of her.
Right. Chip says, yeah, Ethan, those are good. Absolutely. Jared says, Gabby, what is your favorite autograph piece?
Mm,
Well, you showed the that
yeah.
Sywell, but do you have another one?
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. Like there's ones that I've gotten in person that I really enjoy. Like I have like one that comes to mind, like the ones I've gotten by Marina are very special to me, but they aren't personalized, which I wish they were. And I have a few from Dua Lipa that she actually before in 2018, so before she really got any big doing Madison Square Garden or anything or all those big notoriety. I met her at a magazine signing, and she signed a magazine for me, two records, a little Polaroid picture, but she wrote my full name, Gabriella, on it. I like when they write my full name on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so and she very nice penmanship, but I don't have it around me right now. But yeah, then
gotcha.
yeah, then I have two Paul signatures from the new books that he's had put out. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are cool
James
too.
says Don Henley said the Eagles will be done. Did he say will be or say maybe? I can't remember what he said. But listen, if there's people out there willing to give the Eagles millions and millions of dollars, they will come back. They will do
Mm-hmm.
something. But that's just the thing. It's just people love going to concerts and seeing live acts. I did get to see the Eagles, and I think it was for the Hell Freezes Over tour, and I can't remember if that was '94 or '95. And they still had obviously Glenn Fry was still alive, and Don Felder was still part of
Mm-hmm.
the band. I wouldn't see the Eagles these days now because they're obviously a shell of what they were member wise. Okay, so so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ricardo says, Tom, what did you think of the two new Morrissey singles? Well, Makeup is a Lie. I kind of grew on me. I wasn't really a big fan of it when I first heard it, but but it's grown on me. And the second single I haven't listened to. I'm not going to listen to any more tracks until I get the new album. I've heard of the Lemon Twigs, James, but I haven't listened to any of their music. Have you
Mm-hmm.
heard or listened to them?
I know that they're big Beatle fans. I saw them walking into the at the Tribeca Film Festival. I saw them online walking into the to talk with Conan. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay,
But I didn't go in for that. But
yeah,
tried the standby line didn't work. But
yeah,
yeah, they're big Beatle fans. So
yeah.
you probably would like them.
Cool. I mean, do you find yourself going to a lot of concerts every year, or whenever your favorite acts come to town, or
Yeah,
um,
yeah, but not so much lately because I feel almost kind of priced out. I'm like watching the ticket
yeah,
prices go up, and I'm like, is it really morally? Does it really feel morally okay to do it anymore? When I've seen
right,
some of these
yeah,
acts in the past, and they're not
and
like,
and I do think
Mhm.
that's a big deal. I think people will start getting tired, eventually getting tired of paying these great
Yeah,
sums of money to
yeah,
see you know
400, $300 for a general admission ticket at Madison Square Garden. Like, why? With
right.
nothing attached to it? No,
Hmm.
not fun.
Yeah. Chip says one of the oldest funny things I saw a year or two back was Keith Richards at a library in Connecticut getting recognized for promoting literacy. Keith and a bunch of June Cleaver type. Okay, yeah, that is
Mhm.
kind of funny. Jared says Morrissey, like Eric Clapton, it's put politics aside. Yeah, absolutely. Unless it's something you agree with, right? Yeah, whatever.
I don't listen to any of them.
Yeah. Christopher, how you doing? He's from the UK. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you, my friend.
Hmm.
Um, Jared says the Eagles are number 3 for me. I am convinced Don Henley this time is saying it for real. He is 78 now. Yeah, it's like, I mean, how long can you
Yeah,
really do it? How long can you do it?
yeah. I think I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. When looking at the Guess Who tour that they're doing in Canada, is there's an Eagle opening for them, but I don't know which one it is. I can't. Uh,
Okay.
is there? I don't think Don Henley's doing it. No, is it Tom? I don't
No,
know. Fel.
it
I
could
don't know
be
their names.
Timothy B. Schmidt.
I don't
Okay.
think so. No,
And then you got Joel Walsh.
not Joe Walsh. No,
Okay, then
I'll look it
then
up.
you have Vince Gill.
No, I'll look it
Okay,
up.
okay, you do that. Beatle Eddie wants to know if I've seen any Beatle covers bands, and I have. I did. I have seen 1964 the tribute a couple of times.
Hmm. Yeah, it says Don Felder is going to
Don
be.
Felder, yes, okay. He's not in the band anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the band when I saw them back in the 90s.
Hmm.
Roy says, "Do you think $1,000 is a bit much for a concert ticket?" I do. But it also depends on the experience. Like the McCartney, the VIP,
Yeah.
experience. To see him do sound check, um,
Hmm.
it could be worth it. I haven't done it yet. I do want to do it if he does tour the UK. I do.
Yeah.
I may get that. You've done a few of them, right,
I've
Gaby?
done two, and
Yeah.
but for many years my parents did not want to do. They were like very against it. They were like, it's a lot of money. I can't do it. Especially when I was a
Right.
kid, you're not gonna remember it. But after the pandemic hit, my mom finally went like, you know what? Each with it. Let me get you guys to do a sound check together once. So I did it at the MetLife Stadium show, and
Right.
yeah, after that it was. I definitely noticed how special it was because he does like he talks to the audience. It's very like it's like he's doing the show for you in a way instead of like
Right.
on top of people on top in the dark and but yeah, and then you get food afterwards. The food
Yep.
in Montreal was really nice. I think Montreal was much better than the one at MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium was further back because it's a football stadium, and the one in Montreal because the arena. Well, I know from talking to Joan, you know that
Yeah.
you get checked in, they take you to the food area, you sit in the food area, and then you go out whenever they tell you to go
Right.
out.
Yeah.
In Montreal, they took us there right away to the
Ah.
the
Yeah.
theater, the amphitheater, the arena. And
Right.
we're like, how are we already in here already? This isn't right.
Right.
This isn't right. And
Yeah.
maybe 30 minutes later, Paul comes out, and we're
Right.
like, okay, so he means business today. And he ended up doing. I don't think anything could top this unless I don't know unless he digs out some more deep tracks. He did Now I'm blanking. He did Magical Mystery Tour.
Mm-hmm.
He did, I want to say in the order, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to say it in the order he did them in. One After 909.
Cool.
He did, yeah, that was crazy. I went,
Yeah.
oh my God, I love Let It Be. Oh my God.
Right.
I was standing next to Joan too, so we were like looking at each other like, no way. And then he did Things We Said Today.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that was the only time he did it this past tour, I think. He may have done it after that, but it was the first time he did that tour this time. And Joan and I went, no way. And we were like shaking. We were like, what is happening? And then, yeah, so I don't think I'd ever, maybe I heard it once before, but I only knew it, him doing Things We Said Today from like the 90s. It was on like the B side of
Mm-hmm.
one of the singles, like the jukebox singles that came out, or even maybe the B side of Birthday. I can't remember right now, but
Yeah.
12 inch. But yeah, and then the final song that I thought was special, maybe I'm missing out other ones, but From Me to You, he was doing it the other parts of the tour, but From Me
Right.
to You, that was special. Like
Very
doing a
cool.
deep an early track like that. Yeah,
That's
I
so
definitely think
cool.
it's worth it.
Very cool.
Hmm.
That's yeah.
Hmm.
So you get some merch. Okay.
Hmm.
You get to see the sound check, and
Hmm.
you get the little dining experience, and plus you're in this in the stadium or arena, whatever, before everybody else.
Hmm.
So I guess it just depends on what you value. As I mean, if it's worth
Hmm.
it to you, then
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
James says I'm seeing the Lemon Twigs in May, and it's 25 pounds. Paul's last show for me was 440 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good to
Yeah.
find the acts that are cheaper to like
Right.
filling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Jasper, how you doing, my friend? He says Felder wrote Hotel California. So there
Oh,
you go.
he's special.
Yeah. 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 Chip says best band for me in years. The Last Dinner Party.
Yeah,
Unique
I've
in
seen them.
sound. You have seen them? Okay.
Mhm.
Unique in sound, but elements of glam rock, Queen, Kate Bush, Susie and the Banshees, girl group, opera, widescreen, cinematic. Big in the UK, less so here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw them at Lollapalooza not last year, the year before.
Okay.
So they were good.
Very good. Gavin makes a great point. 2 years after COVID, people for a time were willing to pay big bucks for concerts, sports, etc. At some point, a majority of people will not pay 1K for just anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely that kind of that maybe that's why tickets the prices are going up. Even the Taylor Swift resale fiasco with the
Right.
prices going up for that. So I maybe that is the reason people just need, for
Yeah.
example, need to see Taylor Swift now that she's
Mhm.
finally back on tour. I don't know.
Right. Fab
That's
Four Radio, how you doing? Great cover band. I like Australian Pink Floyd. They are really good. He says, "Listen, when I was a tour caterer, I got to cook for them a couple times when I lived in Arizona.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but unfortunately, I never got to see them live." Jason says, "1990 was the last time I heard Paul play Things We Said Today." There you go.
Mhm. Yeah, very
Um,
special.
Ricardo says, I sobbed when he did Things We Said Today and sound checked in Florida in 2022. Very
Mhm.
cool. Listen, guys, we're going to be closing shop here in about 12 minutes. So get your final comments and questions in because I am starving. And plus, I'm going to be seeing a movie later tonight. And I'm rewatching my favorite show of all time, Gabriella, and it's
Mhm.
called Lost.
Oh, yeah,
On
I've seen that.
season,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on season 1 right now, and I haven't rewatched them all since probably in like 10, 11 years. So I'm having a
Mm,
really fun time, revisiting,
yeah.
going back
Directed
to
by
the
Yeah.
island. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
J.J.
Directed by
Abrams
J.J.
was,
Abrams. Yeah.
yeah, he was one of the co-creators. Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah, it's special.
Yep. Yeah, Jared says Australian Pink Floyd and the Musical Box, yeah, are stunning tribute acts with visuals and presentation. Very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. Fast as you used to get a free program. Yeah, that 89-90 tour. Those
Yeah.
programs were free and they were all on everybody's seat.
Yeah.
From
I
my
found a lot of
understanding.
those in in my little
Yeah.
search through my dad's collection. He grabbed a lot of
Yeah.
those.
Did he?
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
hilarious. That's funny.
Only one show he went to at the in 1989.
And
But
now they're
yeah.
$50.
Yeah. Mhm.
My times have changed.
Mhm.
Uh, Belay says, "How much would you pay for a Led Zeppelin reunion?" Well,
Oh.
these days, not much because John Bonham, the drummer, is no longer with us. So I probably wouldn't pay much. They did do that reunion in the '90s, didn't they? I didn't go then.
I think
'Cause-
2005 they did that celebration box or something.
yeah, yeah. And I
Hyde
was really
Park maybe.
pissed. Yeah, I was really pissed off at him because they didn't include. Why am I dropping his name? The bass player, uh,
Oh, John Paul Jones?
John Paul Jones. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
So, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Sorry, I mentioned Gibson's, and now Tom is hungry. Have either of you seen Send Help in theaters? I will never look at Rachel McAdams the same. That is the last movie I saw. I saw it 2 weeks ago, and it was a fun little movie. Sam Raimi, the director, Sam Raimi. I don't know if you've seen any of the Evil Dead movies, Gabby,
And
or
also
Army of Darkness.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He did the
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies. Yep. The first one, Tobey Maguire.
Mhm.
There's a really one that I like called Darkman that he did in the late 80s.
Mhm.
So he's done some fun movies. So this one, there's a scene where they're on an island, and she's out hunting because she's a fan of the TV show Survivor. Okay. Um,
Oh.
yeah, so she, knows all this stuff. So she's out hunting a pig, and let's just say it's very exaggerated with the blood and everything, and it just like keeps going, and things splatter all over the place, and it's very Sam Raimi. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bree says
At
no
the
quarter. Yeah,
Mhm.
but go ahead.
The last movie I saw was well, last night I watched finally for the first time. I don't know. My mom found it on YouTube. You've probably
Right.
seen it then if it's on YouTube. Finally saw Born to Boogie.
Born to Boogie. Okay, now
Okay.
yes, I've been wanting to see that. That's on YouTube. Now, if you have
Yeah.
Tubi TV, which is a free app, they have
Mhm.
Blind Man on there. If you've never seen Blind Man,
Oh, I've never seen Blind Man. I need to see Blind
yes,
Man. I
yes,
I have something right next to me.
I just found. Oh, very cool,
Yeah,
very
the
cool.
poster. I can't unfold it right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
movie
Oh, very
poster.
cool.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
check it.
just found this out last week. I was looking at something on Tubi TV, and I
Mhm.
saw Blind Man was on there, so that's good.
Okay. I'll have
Yeah,
to watch that. But yeah, that
right,
the Born to Boogie really makes you think like Mark Bolan was something. Like I'm a big Bowie fan, and I took a class on David Bowie when I was in college, and you hear
right,
murmurs about Mark Bolan, like him inspiring Bowie. And
right.
I'm finally watching this movie. I'm like, okay, let's see what he does. And
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely see the inspiration, but I don't know. Bowie took it to another level with the makeup. Well, they both wore makeup, but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
even more of an extreme with the hair and everything and the
yeah.
outfits there.
I'm a big
Mhm.
Bowie fan too. I'm a big Bowie
Mhm.
fan too. That
Mhm.
glam period there in the first half of the '70s was fun.
Mhm.
Huge fan of the album Low.
Mhm.
During
Yeah, that's a good one.
the whole German
Yeah, Berlin
uh,
period.
Berlin
Mhm.
period. Yeah,
Mhm.
Scary Monsters is a favorite of
Mhm.
mine. And what did I get here? I just picked this up at my local record store last month.
Mhm.
I adore this song. Okay, only because it's nostalgia for me because this is when I first discovered David Bowie. It's China Girl.
Oh.
This
Oh,
is the 12
yeah.
inch.
That looks
Uh,
different, yeah.
yeah.
What country is it from? Let me look
This
at
is yeah. I think this is UK. No, no,
Hmm.
No, this is America. No, EMI
Oh, yeah.
America. It
I
says
guess I don't have it because it says remixes on the bottom. Maybe it's the I
yeah,
have
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
it is.
mine doesn't
It's an
yeah, mine doesn't have any
yeah.
border on it or anything. Hmm.
No, okay,
No.
but it's a 12 inch 45.
Okay.
You played at 45, so
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, it's
love
special.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Let's Dance was a big album for him for yeah,
it was.
Serious
Well, he
Moonlight
got
Tour.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he got accused of selling out for that album, but I don't care. I think it's a
Mhm.
fantastic.
Nile
Uh,
Rodgers was great on that album. He did
yeah, and
great,
you know who
yeah.
else is on that? Was the guitar player? Why am I dropping his name?
Not Carlos Alomar, no?
No, no, no,
How's
no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Why? Help me out in the comment section, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Carlos was on,
oh,
Press, which was
yes, yeah,
I got to meet Carlos when I was taking that class. He came in and did a guest
yeah,
lecture. I met him twice during that class,
yeah.
and he, yeah, I didn't know I was in, like, in the I think I did ask him about Paul or something, and he was kinda or maybe he was asked about the Beatles, and he kinda, like, pushed him off a little bit. He'd been
Nice,
the one album
nice.
was Press to Play.
Right.
Mhm.
Why am I dropping? Damn it! I really hate when I
You stayed
forget
on there?
things. Stevie Vaughn. Thank you, Chip.
Okay,
Stevie Vaughn. Yeah.
okay,
Before he was big, before he got big as a solo artist,
okay,
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yes, thank you.
okay.
And once you know who Stevie Ray Vaughan is, and then you go back and you listen to that album, it's like, oh my
You can't
god,
he unhear
you know,
it.
yeah, you can't, yeah, exactly. Jared
Mhm,
says, as an '80s teenager, '80s Bowie is great. His work with Night Rogers was excellent. Absolutely,
mhm.
absolutely. Roy says, back off
Yep.
Boogaloo was inspired by Mark Bolan. Yeah,
You hear him say "Back off Boogaloo" in the movie, and you go, "Oh my god, he said it, he said it."
is that right?
And he said it in one of
Okay,
his songs. Yeah.
very cool, very cool.
Mhm.
I'll have to check that
Directed
out
by
then. Thank
Ringo.
you. Yeah, exactly. Directed by
Mhm,
Ringo. Yeah, I'll have to
mhm,
check that out. Very
mhm.
cool. Well, Gabby, I want to thank you very much for popping on here with me.
Thank
You're
you for
always
having me.
welcome. Yeah,
Mhm,
absolutely. You're always welcome. If you feel like, popping on again, we'll do this again and we'll chat and hopefully I'll see you in another state or whatever with
mhm.
another Paul show and everything
Maybe
like that.
I don't know, maybe the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's better than driving to Chicago for me. And I bet
Yeah,
it's for you
and
too.
closer and closer. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you're up to meeting up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for that Wings exhibit, that would be fantastic. That would be
Mhm,
fantastic.
yeah,
Yes.
have to see.
Bernie says thanks, Gabby. Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah, and Jeremy made it, yay.
so good to have Jer here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Lynn says, enjoyed your guests today, Tom. Well, thank you very much, Lynn. Thank you for watching. And
yeah,
listen, look, you're gonna love Man on the Run. You're gonna love it, even though you got to wait 3 more days, unfortunately.
right.
But you're going to love it. I can't wait to see it again tomorrow night. And
Mhm,
you guys have all been wonderful as all the time that I'm live here with you guys, or when Annie and I are live together. You guys always bring great comments and great questions. Our next episode will be on the Man on the Run. We'll give our thoughts and our review on the
mhm,
show. Thank you, everybody, for catching our last show about Band on the Run and its legacy. And,
mhm.
should it be the album that Paul is remembered for? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think Band on the Run is going to be this? It's going to stand. I mean, obviously, it has stand the test of time for him. It's the album that he keeps playing 3 to 4 songs on that, on every tour from Band on the Run. And what are your thoughts on that?
I guess the album that he keeps on leaning on for how
Yeah,
like a little bit of it. But what if he changed it up and he just started like, the people my generation love Ram and they love
right.
McCartney too. What if he
Yeah.
just started feeding into those marketing
Yes.
things?
And you got a good point there because, I've seen a lot of younger generation musicians
Mhm.
really say, hey, look, Ram has Harry Styles, I think, is a
Yeah.
huge fan
Yeah,
of Ram.
he was interviewed by Rob Sheffield about it
Yeah.
about like I don't know, just he'd mentioned Back to the Egg as being one of his inspirations.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to the
Yeah.
egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
So very
Very
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jer
Mhm.
says here says yes, Band on the Run is number one post Beatles, Paul, and his opinion. And there it is.
But
That's
yeah,
the 25th
yeah,
anniversary right there. There you
yeah.
go.
I like the deluxe packaging of it, even though it is a reissue and not the archive set. I do like.
Right.
I think it's reflective down there, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very cool. Excellent.
Hmm.
All right, everybody. Again,
Yeah,
thank you so much for your comments and questions. Gabby, hold off a second. Don't sign off just yet. And I want to say again, you all are wonderful. So until next week, we'll see you soon. Take care.
we'll see you later. All right.